Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello traders, this is Alla Peters, founder of Fibonacci Trading Institute and Alpha Fibonacci Method. In this webinar, I will be showing you how you can trade with ultimate simplicity, indicator-free, with price and Fibonacci only on any instrument, any time frame, any platform. But first, I would like to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. Every single thing I will show you in this webinar, I will show you to educate you about power of pure price action and Fibonacci. I would like to remind you that past performance is not indicative of futures results, and all testimonials from our students of the course I believe to be true, and none of the students are ever being compensated for testimonials. So, let me ask you a question. Have you been feeling lost in the markets? Have you been wondering why Apple collapsing despite stunning earnings? Why Amazon in free fall despite stunning earnings? And why Netflix crashing despite adding 7 million or 10 million subscribers? That was me in 2008. I was totally lost when stocks with stunning fundamentals were crashing. I felt exhausted chasing indicators and software that did not work. I felt completely lost, not knowing where to enter and exit the trades for one reason only. Every single chart, no matter where I looked, was blocked with indicators. If you're wondering why markets or stocks collapsing despite excellent earnings, I will show you all the answers in this webinar. And you will stop wondering why markets are rallying despite negative news. The answer is because Fibonacci said so. And that remains the key. This webinar is for those who are tired of losing money, who are tired of chasing markets, who are tired of stress and sweaty palms when trade goes against you, which has been happening a whole lot, especially this morning, and you will see why. If you are tired of speculation, tired of staring at the screen aimlessly, not understanding price action, tired of searching for Holy Grail, you will see why market is flawless Fibonacci puzzle. And that remains the key. If you are ready to take charge of your trading, if you're ready to stop stressing out about the markets and trade indicator-free, rule-based method on any instrument with price action for entry and Fibonacci for exit, this webinar is for you. If you are ready to become profitable in day trading, position trading, investing, or no matter what you trade, if it's stocks, futures, options, or Forex, this webinar is for you. Until 2007 mid-year, I was investing on fundamentals, and occasionally I paid attention to indicators. In 2007, when market went into free fall, I was holding the stock, Chesapeake Energy. Chesapeake Energy had stunning fundamentals, had stunning earnings, one of the top energy company in US. CNBC, Kramer, everybody was saying, hold the stock. It's the best stock ever. Stock was crashing, just like Amazon had done recently, despite stunning earnings. I stopped listening to the news. I recognized that every single price action pattern is not random. And when price comes to Fibonacci reversal zone, market will collapse no matter what the fundamentals or earnings are. S&P and every single market had done this in '08, went into free fall because Fibonacci reversal zone had been reached. And this is S&P this week. This is exact same strategy. This is exact same Fibonacci reversal zone. What is the difference? This is day trading. You don't have to wait for days, weeks, months, and years to see the power of the method. It's in the trading room every single day. S&P sold off from Fibonacci reversal zone February 24th, and sell-off started once again as it did in '08 on Chesapeake Energy, as it did on '08 on all the indexes from Fibonacci reversal zone. This is a tool I developed in 2008. This proprietary Fibonacci retracement tool can be installed on any instrument, any time frame, any platform. Doesn't matter if you trade Apple, Netflix, as you will see throughout the webinar. Doesn't matter if you trade 5-minute chart. If I convert this chart to 5-minute, take a look what played out. We discussed this morning that shorting near bad idea. We discussed this morning this is the end of the minor trend. We expect buyers to step in. And that's the power of Fibonacci. No indicator on the planet can give you. All identified in advance. And that's identical price action formula remains, no matter what you trade. Charts are twins with markets in '08. The only difference, if you're holding position 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days. S&P crashed this week for exact same reason, because Fibonacci reversal zone had been reached. Since 2011, I had been teaching traders on Fibonacci Trading Institute. Since 2011, I founded Fibonacci Trading YouTube channel where we have 2,700 subscribers and thousands of videos where you can see the accuracy of the method in live markets. Every day I work with traders from beginner to hedge fund manager, and every single trader trades different time frame, different instrument on different platform using the method. And this is how simple price is. Take a look. Let's do a quiz. This is price on S&P 5-minute chart. This S&P 5-minute chart is one of the most popular day trading charts in US. And if I will bring a different chart, this chart would look exactly the same. What is this? Charts are twins. Price action patterns are identical. What is the difference? Instrument liquidity and instrument volatility. That remains the key. The only difference, this is not 5-minute chart. This is Apple Weekly. But if you can trade 5 pure price on S&P, you can trade Apple Weekly. Price action patterns remain identical. And this is what you see throughout this webinar. And it doesn't matter if it's Apple or S&P. Take a look at this. What instrument is this? Looks like twins on S&P, on Apple, except it has nothing in common with those two instruments. This is Euro hourly. Price action remain identical. Price action remain the same. And that remains the key. You master this, you can trade anything you choose. And this is what knowledge of the market starts with. This is how every single price action pattern is formed by Fibonacci and its unique qualities. In this webinar, we will discuss difference between Fibonacci versus indicators. how to identify indicator-free price action, where to enter, when not to trade, and how Fibonacci identifies exits independent of news, earnings, or indicators. We will analyze examples from various stocks, futures, to Forex. Here's a couple of very powerful reminders that trading on fundamentals will not produce spectacular results. If we walk down memory lane on Apple, this is Apple 2015, 2016. Apple comes out with the worst earnings in 13 years. At key Fibonacci support, 93. What do I say? If this support is respected, Apple will rally. Worst earnings in 13 years do not mean a thing. This is Apple 2 years later. This is Apple at the start of 2018, showing you bullish rally skyrocketed despite worst earnings in 13 years. Apple also showing you if the end of the minor trend is out, 194 will follow. And reversal zone collapse expected when price will come to 214. This is what Apple does next. Reaches next level. No surprise. And when Apple skyrockets to Fibonacci reversal zone, what does it do? Takes a major pause. Apple did not come out with any warnings on any iPhone until Apple was already at 200. This is Apple crash that started in 2018. And what do you see ahead? Fibonacci reversal zone 140. This is how price moves, no matter what you trade. And this is Apple now, today. Apple reached Fibonacci reversal zone and rallied from this level. There is no good news on Apple. Everything that's coming out is pretty negative. So why in the world is Apple rallying? Because Fibonacci reversal zone had been reached, present in the room for years. This is your investment decisions. Chart is twin to S&P hourly. From today, trading room. Identical. Collapse this week. It's all the same. And how S&P struggled on March 5th at key Fibonacci resistance 2800 number is identical dense as Apple had done at 181 most of 2018. And that's the reason why Apple in so much pain again, because the end of the minor trend is a problem. Exact same level identified years in advance. Only Fibonacci can do this. Nothing else can. And this is identical dense, identical Fibonacci levels in the trading room today. Market had been in pain. Market had been bouncing from key Fibonacci support 2751 and struggling to break through this resistance. Identical level to Apple. There is no need to wait for weeks, months, and years to see the accuracy of Fibonacci retracements that you can install on any platform you choose to trade. All in advance. Never, ever, ever after the fact. And that's what separates Fibonacci from indicators. Never delayed, only predictive. And that remains crucial. And that's the most powerful quality of the only natural predictive tool in the market. Fibonacci, the golden ratio, was discovered by Leonardo Pisano in 13th century. This special mathematical sequence creates repetitive spirals and triangles which are present in nature, and exact same patterns repeat in financial markets. The most important Fibonacci number is 0. If you know where 0 is, you know trend inception. 0 is what trend starts with. 0 is what gives you ultimate point of entry. And if you start adding these subsequent numbers, this is what starts Fibonacci sequence. Nothing random. If you add 0, 1, it creates 1. 1 to 2 creates 3. 3 to 5 creates 8. These numbers hold special significance and keep playing out in the markets with ultimate accuracy for trend inception and trend reversal levels. Alpha Fibonacci retracement tool identifies trend reversal areas in advance, independent of news or indicators. Here's my favorite event of 2018. Netflix. Stunning earnings. Netflix adding 7 million subscribers. Does it mean anything? Of course not. When priced outside of decision point 2 and close to reversal zone, not the place to buy, the place to short from. 7 million subscribers do not mean a thing. Netflix starts crashing. The only obstacle remains to the downside. Key Fibonacci support. Do you remember 91 on Apple? Identical strategy, identical level. Netflix respected this level for months. And when Netflix comes out with spectacular earnings, Netflix crashes through this support. Continue crushing. Stunning earnings don't mean a thing. If stunning earnings meant anything, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. And what happens when Netflix reaches reversal zone? Netflix starts taking a pause, starts finding buyers. There is no surprise. The only obstacle remains this key Fibonacci resistance. And this is Netflix now. Netflix comes out with spectacular earnings again at key Fibonacci resistance 376. There is no surprise where bullish rally came from. But 376 is a big problem. These three areas are spectacular earnings on Netflix. And every single time Netflix comes out with excellent earnings, it keeps selling off for one reason only. Key Fibonacci resistance blocking the rally. And that's a problem. And the structure on Netflix right now is identical to what you saw on Apple. Charts are twins. It is all the same, identical strategy. There is no surprise. Price at key Fibonacci resistance, not the place to buy. And that remains constant. Market is flawless Fibonacci puzzle. This time around 315 is respected. 376 is a problem. All in advance, chart present in the room for years. And that's the power of Fibonacci. No indicator on the planet will give you. Only Fibonacci can. This proprietary Fibonacci tool identifies trend inception for trade entries in advance, independent of news or indicators. As you saw, Stunning bullish rally on Netflix, stunning bullish rally on Apple. Why? Oh, why? One reason only. Because price reached Fibonacci reversal zone. This is what price does. Netflix with starting earnings at 428, sold off from 428 to 218, more than $200 per share. No news, Netflix rallying from 218. Problem, 376 remains. Bullish trend is weak, but it's a very, very good news that 315 is respected. And that's exact same identical formula, no matter what you trade, because price action remains the same. Doesn't matter if it's Apple, doesn't matter if it's S&P. Not one chart on my screen has an indicator. 60 plus charts. I've recognized that in 07. That if indicators meant anything, every single person on the planet would be Bill Gates. Go after what indicators developed after pure price. And if you do, you know in advance where bullish rally will start, where weakness, where strength is. Price action patterns remain the same. So take a look at this. This is Apple. As I will show you the compliments with one of my recent students who is JP Morgan executive. And he said that this is ultimate simplicity. This is power. This is what you want. And if you take advantage of power and get out of junk because this is weakness, you are on the right side of the market. This is showing you volume. This is showing you strength. This is showing you weakness. You will be amazed how much you can see. And if I put 5-minute chart next to it, charts are twins, identical formations. This is strength, just like on Apple. And this is weakness. Charts are twins. The only difference, 5-minute S&P, day trading decisions, Apple weekly, long-term investment decisions. And as you will see next, shock or not, why in the world is pound rallying? When Britain going to places no one knows? Let me remind you, because Fibonacci reversal zone had been reached, spelled out years in advance, using exact same price action patterns. This is a chart from 2016. Pound defending key Fibonacci support for years. 7-year war zone. Buyers step in time and time again. 315 on Netflix, 91 on Apple. Charts are twins. Except pound finally crashing through. Reaching key Fibonacci reversal zone, all in the head of you. Look at that. What is 111 number? It's a reversal zone. Expect reversal. 2 years later, pound does exactly that. Look at that. 2018 rally. 2019 market crawling further down until reversal zone. And this is what playing out at the start of 2019. My goodness, May in pain, everybody leaving her cabinet. There is no conclusion to Brexit. Brexit is not happening. Pound keep rallying. Is that possible? Of course. Fibonacci reversal zone is reached. Nothing else matters. Crawl is on. Pound rallied 900 pips. No matter how brutal the events in Britain are, pound rallied 900 pips. Why oh why? Because Fibonacci reversal zone. And where did pound selling off? Because of Fibonacci resistance. All identified years in advance. Never ever ever after the fact. And that's the reason hedge fund traders, hedge fund managers working with me daily. And that's the power of the method. Price is very pure and very simple. And Fibonacci never requires any knowledge of math. However, Fibonacci shows you when to enter the markets at trend inception and trend reversal areas, always in advance. Do you remember what Tesla looked like years ago? This was Tesla, 2018. Tesla selling off from reversal zone, there is not surprise, there is not a place to buy. 255 key support, just like 91 on Apple, just like 315 on Netflix. This is now lifeline on Tesla. This is Tesla 10 months later. What a stunning dance. 255 respected. Does it matter what Elon Musk smokes or doesn't smoke? Support remains in a play. Fibonacci reversal zone remains a problem. Doesn't matter how much the prices drop on Tesla, what's happening with SEC investigation, none of that matters. What matters is market is flawless Fibonacci puzzle. And this is Tesla now, today. 255 lifeline on Tesla. 255 is out. Where will Tesla head to next? Ouch. Not a pretty picture. Next level on Tesla will be 221. And after 221, 145. And after 145, 79, but one step at a time. 255 lifeline on Tesla. Key support in a play for the last 2 years. Just like 315 right now on Netflix. It's all the same, all in advance, never after the fact. And that's the power of the method that will give you ultimate accuracy for profit targets and therefore ultimate profitability if you play by the rules. Fibonacci also shows when not to enter the markets. Do you remember Euro 2014? Just like Tesla, just like Apple, Euro in free fall. And what did Euro do recently? And where is Euro now? Take a look. This is Euro in 2018. Euro sold off once again, reaching reversal zone 125. Exact same place where Apple and Netflix and Tesla sold off from. Euro reaches trend inception. What is the problem? 118. Key Fibonacci resistance, not letting Euro through. Not the place to buy. Euro in horrific brutal pain. This is Euro next for months. 113 is crucial support. Look at this dance. All present in the room for years. And this is Euro now. Crushing until 112. 112 is out, 111 next. 111 out, 107 next. 107 out, 104, exact same place where we were in 2016, where euro crashed from 2014. So, identical formula in play, identical Fibonacci levels, no matter what you trade. Except in day trading, you see to the tick ultimate accuracy every single day. But what you will decide to trade, absolutely up to you. Because it's crucial and essential to remember. Fibonacci retracements cannot be used without strict set of rules. Fibonacci is not an indicator. If you come to the beautiful Ninja Trader platform, it is under drawing tools. Never ever ever confuse Fibonacci with indicator. But schlepping Fibonacci randomly will not work. What I share with you, 12 years of work with price and Fibonacci. How Fibonacci will remove speculation from trading is what I will show you more of next. But first remember, Fibonacci naturally predictive. Indicators are delayed. Fibonacci mathematical sequence, natural predictive. Indicators artificial, delayed. Fibonacci can be used on any platform, any instrument, and it's free. Once you learn how to use it, you want to trade on 10, 15, 500 platforms, 5,000 instruments, why not? Choice is yours. Students and graduates trading 5-minute, 5-hour, daily, weekly, monthly, ETF, stocks, options, it's all identical strategies. Identical Fibonacci levels remain. The only difference, risk management and trade hold time. But it is not something you can do with indicator. Indicators can be used only on specific platforms, specific time frames, and fees do vary. If you found the indicator that works, I would love to see one. Show me the indicators that give you ultimate accuracy. Minutes and hours in advance in day trading, days, weeks, and months, and years in position trading. I'm still waiting 12 years later. Fibonacci give you that to the tick. This is from the trading room this morning. Charts are twins with Netflix. There is no surprise. Identical Fibonacci level. Identical dance. Identical accuracy. Only difference, do you want to hold position for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days? Choice is yours. What you choose to trade. As you saw throughout multiple examples, Fibonacci overrides any news events, any earnings. Would you like to remember Amazon? My goodness, was it shocker or what? This was Amazon at key Fibonacci resistance at the start of 2018. Amazon is showing you when price will come to 2000, it will start crushing. It doesn't matter what the earnings will be. Have Amazon done that? Of course. This is what Amazon does when it reaches 2000. Stunning earnings don't mean a thing. Amazon sold off over $700 per share. Shock or not. And that remains crucial. Ultimate accuracy, ultimate predictability. No indicator on the planet can give you. And today, Amazon in pain at the end of the minor trend. Across multiple instruments, exact same level remain. 1650 present in the room for years, today in a play. Just like 1 minute chart on S&P. No surprise, not the place to buy. And that's the power of Fibonacci, which will override all indicators. I'm being politically correct most. I look forward seeing one that will give that much accuracy on any instrument, any platform, any time frame. Indicator-free price action shows you more about the markets and price covered with confusing and lagging indicators. It's incredibly freeing not have one on your chart. You will be amazed how simple and beautiful price is. And how much more you start seeing every single day. No need to chase indicators. There is no magic bullet. However, there is pure price. As you saw throughout the webinar, no matter what you trade, no matter if it's 5-minute S&P, if it's Apple, if it's Euro, price actions show you psychology influencing the markets and give you direct insight into how traders and markets are behaving. And this is a core principle that I was teaching in the class before the webinar. And this remains. This is constant. This is the key. This formula to the markets. Major trend consists of 5 Fibonacci waves, minor 3. If you know trend inception, you enjoy the start of the rally wave 1, the most powerful place to be. You never ever trade against the trend, wave 2. If you miss the point of entry at wave 1, enjoy the start of wave 3. Never ever touch wave 4. Very aggressive counter trend move. And if you choose to buy at the end of wave 3, nothing else is possible as entry into reversal zone. And that's the core. If you trade pound, if you trade Netflix, if you trade Apple, if you trade anything you choose, with this proprietary Fibonacci tool that will give you ultimate target accuracy in day trading, minutes, hours in advance, in position trading, days, weeks, months, and years in advance. This is not software. This is not an indicator. This tool can be installed by any student, as I work with beginner traders at all times on any platform, as long as the platform has Fibonacci retracements. This tool can be applied to any instrument, any time frame, but in order to use this tool, you must know settings and rules. And it is not something that I can teach in 45 minutes webinar. This tool is yours forever to keep because knowledge is yours to keep. And that's the key. Ken, student in London, been trying for many years. He posted this everywhere on social media in various forums. As you can see throughout the day, students answering questions. It means the world when he says that. When I look at the chart, I understand what's going, where price have been, and most importantly and most profitably, where price will go. I haven't stopped testing it on every chart I know. And as he starts quoting me, market is flawless Fibonacci puzzle. And he stopped looking anywhere else because this is it. And this is very common statement. And this is what I teach in Fibonacci Mastery course, which you can also find on our website. 8-week course in detail on the website. If you come to our website and if you click on courses page, you will see all the information about Mastery course. This remains crucial and this remains key. Course is 8 weeks. Curtis, JP Morgan executive just finished the course, and the biggest compliment I can ever receive that he's quoting ultimate simplicity. And the power where institutions stepping in had been very helpful. Huge compliment considering it's coming from JP Morgan executive. I work with you 4 days a week. It is not a requirement to attend all sessions. What is a requirement that you make an effort, and if you cannot attend the classes, that you can view videos and modules 24/7. Key classes Monday and Thursday, 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, guided trading. I meet with students pre-market where we analyze the markets at 9:15 EST every morning. So, if you ever have any questions, as you can see on every single slide, you can contact me at 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. Brad, my current student, we met in New York. Brad, as we call him, Tom Brady of trading. He shares his performance with students. He constantly opens up about what and how he's trading, and he's been trying for many years before he took the course. So what is the biggest advice Brad is giving here? Get rid of all the indicators, pips and pivots rule. And that remains the key. Brad started with group sessions and migrated to private mentoring. Private mentoring is ultimate expanded course that includes all group classes. In this private mentoring course, if you catch up with all the basics, which any and every beginner trader I've ever worked with mastered in a matter of weeks, which means anyone can, I will teach you other strategies. Mentoring student has access to all group classes, all videos, all modules, and in addition, we meet one-to-one. And that's what we do every day. Right now, I have only one spot open. And right now in private mentoring, I work with option trader, I work with Forex hedge fund manager, I work with stock trader. Every trader who chooses to trade different instruments. And that remains the key. So you can also find us throughout social media. SoundCloud has hundreds of students, reviews, thousands of videos on YouTube. We actually just crossed 2,700 subscribers. And again, I will greatly appreciate if you post the links to the attendees in the webinar, because if you come to our YouTube channel, you can see how many videos we have. Thousands and thousands of videos where you can see the accuracy of the method over the years. And again, if you will ever have any questions for me, I highly encourage you, please see what students accomplish first, as students share what they do, time and time again. From beginner to hedge fund manager, from option trader to stock trader, students trading the method in US and globally. Monica in Hong Kong, Ed in Canada, option trader. Jeff, retiree, stock trader. Lee, my dearest friend for life, day trades and position trades. Every trader different story, every trader different account. So if you make an effort, the skies are the limit. And if you decide to listen to what students say, here's an interviews with students. Many, and we constantly update them all the time. Any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com, which you can also submit on our website. Thank you, traders. It's been my joy and pleasure being with you.